Don't ask me what's going on with my hair today, I can't even talk about it. Let's put you back there. Hi everyone, it's Tasha and welcome to another recipe video. And today we're going to be making a surprise silky chocolate tart. And the surprise is tofu. You will not believe how easy this recipe is. It's a no-bake recipe, minimal ingredients, bash biscuits in a bag, whiz up the chocolate filling, stick it in the fridge kind of recipe. And if no one told you this had tofu in it, you would never have guessed. We're using silken tofu for this, which is very mild, very creamy and soft, completely blank slate. And when you mix it with chocolate, the resulting mixture just tastes like chocolate, or a very rich chocolate pudding. In fact, you could just make the filling itself and put it in some glasses and eat it as a chocolate pudding, or a pot au chocolat if you will. But that's not what we're doing today. Today we're going to be making an Oreo biscuit base, pack it into a tart tin, and then we're going to put the filling inside. It is going to be gorgeous. And since it's made with tofu, if you're into that sort of thing, then it has lots of protein too. But then to be honest, if you're into protein, you might also be counting your macros, and this is not a health recipe. Don't get me wrong, tofu itself, packed full of protein, super low fat, really nutritious, delicious because it's so versatile. But at the end of the day, we're adding loads of chocolate to it and eating it with cookies. So throw the whole healthy idea out of the window. But after all, this is not a health food channel. This is primarily a dessert channel, to be honest, with a couple of savoury recipes smattered in between. The tart itself takes minutes to whip up, and then I'd say make it the day before you want to eat it because it's best left set overnight in the fridge. Other than that, you're good to go. So with all that said, let's go to the kitchen and see how it's done. Now, as with all good recipes, we're going to start with violence. Here I have 3 sleeves of Oreos, and I say Oreos loosely because these are supermarket own brand. I guarantee you we're going to add so much chocolate to this recipe you are not going to be able to tell the difference. If you are a purist, by all means use real Oreos, but if, like me, you like a bargain, use supermarket own brand ones. So 3 sleeves and a large sandwich baggie / freezer bag. Say, these are much prettier than Oreos, don't you think? But it doesn't matter because we're going to smash them. Let's close our bag, not too much because we don't want to create an air pocket. If we smash it with a sealed air pocket, it's going to pop. Oreos are going to go everywhere. So I'm going to mostly close it, leave a little bit of an air pocket, and I'm going to take a rolling pin and I'm going to smash it. You can also do this much faster in a food processor if you have one. There we go, that's about right. Don't worry if there are any bigger chunks in it, that doesn't matter. Now we're going to dump all of this into a large bowl. Now that we have our lovely Oreo crumbs in a bowl, we're going to add 100 grams of melted unsalted butter. And now I'm going to mix it and mash it in, and that's why it didn't matter that we had some bigger lumps, because we're all going to mash it in anyway. Future Tasha, I would recommend smashing your biscuits a little bit more than this though, because it does take a little bit longer to mash in if you leave big chunks like I did. There we go, that's all well combined. And now we're going to fill about an 8 to 9 inch tart tin, and this is a loose bottom one, so it's going to be easy, hopefully, to take it out at the end. We're going to pack the bottom and the sides. There we go, that is our rough tart case. Now we're going to pop this in the fridge just while we do the next part. Now here comes the good part, the chocolate. Here I have some melted dark chocolate. I melted it over a pan of simmering water that was not touching the bottom of this heat-proof bowl, but you can also do it in short, sharp bursts in the microwave, it's up to you. And when I say dark chocolate, I mean about 50 to 60% cocoa solids. I wouldn't go above 60. It would be too dark and a bit too bitter otherwise, I think. And I wouldn't go, say, below 40, maybe 30, so don't use milk chocolate, it'll be too sickly and too rich. I just used cooking dark chocolate. It said 54%, which is very precise, but there you go. Dark chocolate chips also work, they're often 51%, at least the ones that I saw at the supermarket were. Or if you are in the US, you can use semi-sweet chocolate chips. So this is 340 grams melted. And for the magic ingredient, this is a block of drained silken tofu. Oh, that was not a good sound. We're going to add a tablespoonful of vanilla. Yes, a tablespoon, not a teaspoonful. 1 teaspoonful is going to do nothing in this amount of chocolate, so we do need the full tablespoonful. And we are going to sweeten it up a tad by adding a tablespoonful of honey. Not too much. Now for the fun part, I've got myself a hand mixer here and I'm just going to blend it all together. That smells so good. You can even just put this in little tubs and just eat this as a chocolate pudding, to be honest. I have before, I am not ashamed to admit it. But, of course, we are making a tart today, so sadly, hands off. Don't eat any of this yet. Maybe you can lick the spoon. Don't lick the blender, it's sharp, it's dangerous. Make sure you give the sides a good scraping because there's often a little bit of chocolate around the sides and we want to incorporate this into our chocolate filling. Oh, that's so silky. It smells wonderful. Now, let's grab our tart crust. This is gonna be good. Okay, let's do this. You know the drill. This stuff straight in. That will do. Notice how I left a sizable amount on the spatula. This is just for me, cook's privileges. And now this is the hardest part. We're going to have to wait. We're popping this in the fridge for at least 4 hours, but I recommend overnight to set. It's tart time and I am super excited to get this bad boy out. We're going to take our fingers and hopefully lift the bottom bit out of this loose bottomed tin. Oh, nice. Pops right out. Nice and clean. Let's get rid of this first. And I have a nice flat angled palette knife which I'm going to try and slide in between the base of our tart and the tin. Slide it along. Oops, it's very slippery. Should have put a little tea towel under that. And there we go. Pop it back on. Lovely. And here I have a hot knife. I just ran it under some hot water and then dried it. And I'm going to take a slice. So I'm going to look for a weak point. This looks like a little weak point in the crust, so let's dig in. Whoops, made a bit of a crack, but that does not matter. Right, let's serve this. Well, apart from the crack caused by a slightly blunt kitchen knife, I think I did pretty well. Look at this, it looks so silky. Right, let's cut into it. It's chocolate tart time. Cheers. That tastes like pure chocolate truffle. So intense and chocolatey and so smooth and silky. Zero tofu flavour. It's just really creamy, dense and chocolatey. And I'm glad I left some bigger chunks when I was bashing up the Oreo pieces because those bigger chunks have little pockets of extra crunch in there. Very nice. And you can even make it fully vegan if you make sure that the chocolate you add is vegan. Most dark chocolate is, just check at the back for the ingredients. Oreos, like the main brand Oreo, is an accidentally vegan product. I'm not sure about the supermarket brands versions, the cheaper ones, so do check. But I know actual Oreos are. And you can substitute the butter for a vegan alternative, so this is potentially a fully vegan chocolate tart. So there you go, surprise silky chocolate tart using tofu. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe video and I hope you'll join me next Wednesday for my next one. Get the full written recipe on my blog tashcakes.com, follow me on Instagram, I'm tashcakes.tastes, and find me on TikTok too, I'm tashcakes there too, but my handle is food in slow motion. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you'd like to see more, give this video a like if you'd like to help other people find it, comment down below if you'd like me to make anything in particular, and I will see you all next time. Be good, be nice, and have a good week. Look at how good. That was a close one.